Hi, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, May 11. Is Mexico really the second deadliest country in the world? Should this study endorsed by Trump's has caused an angry reaction in Mexico, which has been trying to improve its international image. The headlines were as stark as they were shocking. Mexico is the second deadliest country in the world, according to an annual survey by the International Institute for Strategic Studies. Mexico in 2016 was more violent than war zones such as Afghanistan or Yemen, with a death toll surpassed only by that of Syria. The study was widely reported, and even Donald Trump, who has often used American Southerners' neighbors as a political punching bag, retweeted a link to a CNN article on the report. But the report landed with a thud in Mexico, where the government has been trying to improve the country's international image amid a decade of drugs war violence. Mexico is far from being one of the most violent countries in the world, the Foreign and Interior Ministers said in the TACE joint statement, which pointed out that according to United Nations figures, the country's homicide rate of the 16.4 murders per 100,000 residents was significantly lower than several other Latin American countries, including Brazil, 25.2 murders per 100,000 residents, Venezuela, 53.7 murders per 100,000 residents, and Honduras, 90.4 murders per 100,000 residents. Parts of Mexico have suffered horrific violence since then. The then President Felipe Calderón declared the war on organized crime a decade ago. That struggle has claimed an estimated 200,000 lives and left more than 30,000 missing. But larger swaths of the country are unaffected by drugs violence. Tourism visits grew by a healthy 90% in 2016, and the suggestion that Mexico was comparable to Syria, now in its sixth year of war, infuriated Mexicans. Many argue that the country's violence is fueled by U.S. demand for illegal drugs and the black market in American firearms, neither of which are likely to be stopped by a border wall such as the proposed by Trump. Trump's apparent endorsement of the study only added to angry reaction in Mexico. I hope these morons are happy. Their idiotic report was already retweeted by Donald Trump, tweeted Alejandro Hope, a Mexican security analyst. Violence related to organized crime is a regional phenomenon which goes beyond the borders which Mexico shares with the United States, Guatemala, and Belize. The statement said the challenges Mexico confronts in this area cannot be isolated from the phenomena related to other jurisdictions such as arms trafficking and the demand for drugs. Mexico has killed or captured dozens of drugs bosses, such as Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, who was extradited to the United States on the eve of Trump's inauguration. Law enforcement tactics have succeeded in breaking up some cartels, in turn unleashing further violence as new crime bosses squabble for control. According to IISS, the bloodletting is compared to the of a civil war. It's very hard for criminal violence to reach a level akin to armed conflict, but this has happened in the northern triangle of Central America, Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador, and especially Mexico, the IISS report said. The first 2 months of 2017 were the most violent, January and February on record, with 3,779 homicide cases registered by the authorities. The report said, adding that the more than 35,000 displaced persons, state weakness and corruption, and the increased militarization of gangs illustrated how Mexico's violence has reached a level akin to armed conflict. I have to ask myself if Brazil had declared war on organized crime, since Brazil has registered 50,000 homicides. Would IISS include it in their study? Asked Jorge Cawas, a Mexican security analyst. Tom Long, a professor of the University of Reading in the United Kingdom, said, "This is shoddy work and sensationalist promotion. A quantity violence around drugs trafficking to a civil war is really an uneven comparison. Latin American cities regularly occupy the lists of the world's most murderous municipalities, along with some U.S. cities such as St. Louis, Baltimore, and Detroit. Estimates are fuzzy, but probably half of Mexican homicides are not related to drugs trafficking," Long said. Okay. Yeah, Mexico has a great problem about these narcotraficantes, but I think the worst enemy to Mexico is USA. Why? Because USA buys the drugs of Mexico, sells arms, guns to Mexico. So the violence in Mexico is guilt or is fault the American government the many years, because the problem is only in Mexico, but the problem is in the world. Latin America sells his drugs to US, United States. The problem is United States. Is the people in US to that buy the drugs trafficking only drugs to America and arms to Mexico. Sorry, it's guns, no arm, guns. So the Mexican trafficking drugs to America. American traffic guns to Mexico. So, in my opinion, the great problem is inside the USA. Is if Trump administration likes to say about the great problem is in Mexico is better building a great wall to avoid to enter drugs to America. So, but is a better solution for this problem is the Trump administration is declaring war inside. If the people that buying these drugs, the Mexico, Colombia, Peru, the Latin American, and to avoid to traffic the guns to Mexico. because I think in Mexico is 3 guns, 2 or 1 is the U.S. industry. No, so this report about the violence in Mexico is a great lie. No, it's, in my opinion, it's a great lie. It's not really. It's not right. It's not right. But the great problem is a Trump administration, is a American government, not only the Trump, but Obama, Bush, the other American president. It's the same problem. The people in America buy drugs, sell guns, and in Mexico buy guns, it sell drugs. It's a great problem. I don't think this problem will be improved building a wall. No. Thank you very much to watch my new video. If you want to learn English or talk with me in English, come here at Class Portugal Germans, or we can do class by Skype anywhere in the world. Sharing this video with your family, friends, enemies, everybody. Give a like on my Facebook page. For me, it's very important. I want to achieve 200 likes on my page. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is very important for me. It's my motivation to do videos every day. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel you can find other videos in other languages. In Italian, in French, in Brazilian Portuguese, in Spanish, of course in English. Comment in my other videos, share in my other videos, and give a like on my other videos. If you want to talk with me about anything, you can send me one WhatsApp message. This is my WhatsApp number. Here. It will be great pleasure to receive your message. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a nice Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening or Friday if you are watching this video right now. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow with the other interesting news. Thank you, my friends. See you tomorrow. Bye. A greeting to my friends to United Kingdom, Ireland, United States, in the other countries to speaking English. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.